The job of the pit crew is to service the car and get it back on the track as quickly as possible. But with all the chaos that goes down in multiple pit stops, could the outcome of a NASCAR race be affected by the changing of a single lug nut? To find out, we're going to dissect the seconds when lug nuts and the rest of the car get serviced. The pit stop. Our test subjects are members of the pit crew for the 33 car and driver Clint Boyer.
The over-the-wall crews today's era is just as important as the driver or the crew chief or anybody else. You can have a pit crew that can bust off those 12-second pit stops, and then they can back it up with hanging a lug and having a 18-second pit stop and losing 10 spots on pit road.
7 crew members go over the wall. The jack man, the gas man, the catch can man, 2 tire carriers, and 2 tire changers. In a 4-tire stop, they must execute over 70 unique maneuvers. In a race, the average time is 14.5 seconds. These guys train to hit 11.5 seconds. Here's how it breaks down. The first man to touch the car is the jack man. He has to position his 35-pound jack underneath a 3/4-inch post to lift one side of the 3,500-pound car. The gas man fills the fuel cell with 81-pound tanks that dump 2 gallons per second. That's 12 times faster than the flow rate at your gas station. Using pneumatic impact wrenches, the tire changers need to remove 5 lug nuts per tire in 1 second. That's only 200 milliseconds per lug nut. These air wrenches crank each nut 10 revolutions per second. That's faster than the blades of an Apache helicopter. Our high-speed footage reveals that the tire changer is so quick that he's already moved on to the next lug nut while the previous nut is still spinning off. Precision is key because missing a lug nut by only 1 millimeter can add at least an extra 0.3 of a second to the clock. A car going 200 miles per hour covers nearly 300 feet, an entire football field every second. Botching just 1 lug nut costs the car roughly 90 feet. That's 5 car lengths. The bottom line is that every lug nut counts, especially when you consider the fact that this season, the average margin of victory is less than 1.7 seconds, and the majority of the races have a margin of victory of less than half a second. For Sports Science on ESPN, I'm John Brankus.